Hello, NWF Army, and welcome back. You see, I cut myself shaving this morning. It really looks dumb. Hey, welcome to the PowerPod. My host, of course, always, Wildcat Chris Harris is here. Back from a big weekend at WrestleCade. Oh, yeah, I was going to do something. Hang on a second. I forgot something.
Yeah, I thought you had that.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't play. Let's see if I can make it work here.
What's up, everybody? This is the Cowboy James Storm, and be sure to check out NWF Power Podcast. And if you don't, sorry about your damn luck. But seriously, check it out.
Of course, you already are if you're watching it right now, but you had a good time at WrestleCade, it sounds like, this weekend, Kat. We had, of course, a big show at Covington, the anniversary show. We got 2 new Hall of Fame inductees, but you had a good time meeting and greeting with some celebrities.
Yeah, WrestleCade was a big success. There was a big convention going on with a lot of signees and also a lot of wrestling events going on. So a lot of guys got to get in the ring.
Oh, good.
And
did you get in the ring?
Oh,
okay.
I stayed away from that.
Gotcha.
I was just taking pictures and signing autographs.
You were hobnobbing and meeting with the stars. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, here we are at WrestleCade. Just checking the place out. There's that big man in the back. Real ugly. I think some of you guys might recognize this guy right next to Storm and myself, Mr. Danhausen. I have to sneak up. I have to include our beautiful Gia in here. These are my buddies, Trey Miguel, the current X Division champion. And there's a couple swans over there.
There's the future world champion?
Yeah, there's a beautiful one there. And then there's Rich, too.
That's me.
Got a couple of my favorites here. I'm not sure why they're next to each other. I thought they hated each other. Here we are, guys. Here we are with the best new tag team of AEW. Mike Bennett, Matt Taven. How do you like that?
Yeah, that was good. Hey,
they might give the acclaimed a run for their money. And always with the beautiful Maria.
Hi, guys.
I had to come over and see
Hi.
friend of the NWF. And this is Marty, the beautiful Marty. Yeah, they even let crazy people in here. Sammy Callahan with me.
Where's my pickle?
Got to get the world champ in the picture. Josh Alexander, everybody. There's a beautiful title. Had to come say hi to my good friend, one of the originals, Chris Sabin.
Doing a Pokemon Go raid.
Yeah. We've got to have some fun while we're here.
You had a great time, and got to see some old friends.
Yeah, we went in with Storm and I went in with Impact, so of course I was with all my old Impact and TNA as I like to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to catch up with a few other people. One guy I worked with and I'm very close with, Mr. Jeff Jarrett. Got to reconnect with him.
Great.
That was really nice to spend some time with him, and my wife spent some time with him and his wife Karen. So that was fun. Yeah, it was a great, successful weekend.
Good. We had a great weekend in Covington. Of course, if you were there, you saw it. Hall of Fame induction went great. Brody Cormack was funny. Who'd have thought? He was really good. Matt Stevens was great. It was great to see everybody.
He was entertaining?
Brody was entertaining. You know, he's always been good.
Was he carrying the bat as well?
No, the bat got broke. Larry D broke the bat in half with his bare hands one night, and that was the end of the bat. That's our guest, Ella. She's defending her title against 9 other women this Saturday night in Ludlow. What do you think, Ella? The Battle Royal and your title's on the line against all those other people.
At first I was like, what the heck? I have to defend it against 9 other women. But now it's starting to sink in. 9 other women want what's mine. This is what I have, and they all want it. So it's going to be fun.
Well, you're crazy enough. That's a compliment. That's your asset, I think, is that streak about people not knowing what to do with you. You are crazy enough to go in there with that attitude and come out victorious. I have a lot of faith that you're going to take home that belt after you get in there with all those women. Of course, it's the roster of the NWF, so Nikki Victory, Riley Matthews, Breezy, all those girls. But we also have some other names to announce. Selena Dean, I saw, was announced to come in on Facebook. What else, Kat? Who else?
I'll just run these down, and then
Yeah.
Kelly, you can give us your take on all of them. But yeah, you just mentioned it. Former women's champion herself. She's held that title. That's Selena Dean. We're also going to bring in Haley Shadows, and just signed, we're going to bring in Kayla Cassidy.
Okay, great.
Yeah, just a lot of challenges there for you, El. I mean, it's not just one you have to worry about. You have to worry about all these coming from different sides. So how are you going to react to all those?
So you've wrestled some of them. Some of them you've never wrestled before, probably, right?
So I've actually wrestled everybody in this ring.
Oh, wow. All right.
Everybody at NWF. So I've pinned a good majority of them, but there are some that I've been in the ring with, and they got the best of me. So it is going to be a challenge, but I'm excited.
Well, we are looking forward to that. We're going to have you back on the broadcast for a much longer interview where we can get to know you a little better. But we wanted to talk about that Battle Royal coming up this Saturday in Ludlow. Tickets are available at nwfwrestling.com. Any last words for the ladies who are going to be facing off against you in that ring?
I just keep your ears open.
Because that scream happens and bad stuff goes down. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Ella. We appreciate you. We'll see you Saturday night at Ludlow. Hope good luck to you. Awesome. If you are someone who wants to become a professional wrestler, BoneKrushers is the place to do it. Come on down on a Tuesday or Thursday, about 6:30. We'll take your $100 deposit, get you signed up, get you ready to go. And one of the proud graduates of BoneKrushers is our actual full-time guest tonight, full-length guest. And he was a surprise to us on the podcast anyway, till the day after. Jordan Clearwater was in Covington, and we have him on the podcast tonight to talk about that and a lot more. Hello, Jordan.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today?
We're great. How was it being home? What did you think being back in the NWF on Saturday night?
Oh, man, it's always a feeling like no other. I was having a conversation with Abyss, actually, and I said, of all the locker rooms that I've been a part of, and Chris, you might be able to attest to this, there is no place like home. As wonderful as those locker rooms are and as great as those people are, there is just no place like being home.
Well, we were happy to see you, and the fans were certainly glad to see you as well. You were victorious in your tag match with Beck Reeves against Adam Swayze and Nasty Russ. It was a great match, one of the best of the night. But I really wanted to talk more about some, really exciting news. You are the NWA Television Champion. I know Wildcat's wearing his NWA shirt today in honor of you. What's it like being the TV champion? I mean, that's a long lineage of Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, those kind of, all the big names had that title. And now it's yours.
Right. You said it best. I mean, kudos to Wildcat. I should have thrown my NWA shirt on instead of my Golden Boy shirt on. But at the end of the day, the lineage of that title is not lost on me. The best of the best held that championship. And so I'm one of the few that get to have my name in that history books. But the reason the NWA Television Championship means so much to me is that the era that title was defended in is one of my favorite eras of professional wrestling as a wrestler and as a fan. You might even call that the golden age of wrestling at the time. And so, kind of growing up and getting to watch those guys and now being able to emulate that success with that championship, it's definitely not lost on me.
Well, we're really proud of you. We are very excited that you're carrying that title and carrying the NWF into the world. It was an exciting thing as Wildcat did many years ago, of course, TNA, the Step Abyss did, Carl Anderson, folks who are BoneKrushers graduates who go on to do amazing big things. We are always super proud. And it was great. I don't know if the fans realize, you literally flew in 2 days before the show on Saturday and flew out the next morning. You made a special trip in just to appear on the anniversary show because that's how much the NWF means to you, and we really are appreciative of that. So thank you for doing that. I don't know if you've watched our PowerPod or not, being out there in California. It comes out on Thursdays there too, all over the world on Spotify and YouTube and Facebook. We do this segment that we like to call the Rapid Fire. And what happens on the Rapid Fire? Are you aware what happens on the Rapid Fire?
I am. I'm ready to go.
Well, just so folks who are watching know, when you are asked a question, I will determine if your answer is right or wrong, solely based on my own opinion. And I can't wait to see what you have to say about some of these questions. Are you ready?
I am ready.
We got the rapid fire mysterious music playing in the background. Number 1, favorite wrestler of all time.
Triple H.
I'll take it. It's December 1st. We are fully in the Christmas spirit. What is the best Christmas present you've ever received?
Tickets to WrestleMania.
Oh, which one?
26 through 30.
You went to all of those. You're a true fan.
All of those, that is correct.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No.
It is so much a Christmas movie that I have today's the 1st of December. I have my Advent calendar, my Die Hard Advent calendar, and we can move Alan Rickman down to the 25th floor where he will fall throughout the Christmas season. It is definitely a Christmas movie. Best tag team partner you ever had, David Tyler or Beck Reeves?
Well, I would say David Tyler, but I don't agree with his tactics as of late, so Beck Reeves.
Good answer. Would you rather watch the movie The Wolf of Wall Street on repeat forever, or, your favorite thing, meet and greet with the fans of the NWF at Wings and Rings after a show?
Wolf of Wall Street, sorry guys.
Your favorite wrestling finishing move of all time?
Midas Touch, my own.
What is your favorite Christmas song?
Winter Wonderland.
I don't know, but it's not a good one. I won't ask you to sing it. Name any NWF wrestler from the past that you would like to wrestle a singles match against.
Oh, Wildcat Chris Harris.
Great answer. Who's going to win this Saturday in Ludlow for the unified title, Adam Swayze or the champion Beck Reeves?
Oh, Beck, for sure.
You know that because you teamed with him and you saw how good he was.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You guys were a pretty good tag team on Saturday night.
I thought so. He brought some great energy. You know, I had a chance to talk to Reeves in the back, and he was asking me some questions. But quite frankly, I think he's got all the guidance in the world, you know. He's with the right people at the right organization, and so that's someone to keep your eye on for sure.
Absolutely. Wildcat, what do you want to say to Jordan? You have questions for Jordan about LA life, about wrestling for the NWA? I mean, you wrestled for the NWA when it was NWA TNA, so you guys share that lineage. It's a different thing now, but, you know, it's all the same thing, sort of, through history, right?
Around a great, proud feeling to see where Jordan Clearwater has gone on and done, and just to add to it, winning that TV title, it makes me feel really good that we have somebody that appreciates the lineage. He knows the history, so that's great to see. But yeah, man, just it's just great to see you, and great to see what you're doing, man. And of course, I have strong feelings with the NWA myself. You know, we won the NWA tag team titles on 6 occasions, and I think this TV title is just the first many big things for you, man. So yeah, it's just that I'm just so proud of you for what you've done, and you know, you did your thing with BoneKrushers, you did your thing with the NWF, and you were ready to go out and do great things, and you didn't look back. And that's one of the things I encourage all these guys to do is, you know, you gotta take a stand, man. You gotta get out there and do it and fight hard for it, and you've done that, and it's just great to see, man. I know the feeling from on the road, those times when you get to come back, and you know, we say, you know, come back home, get to come back and see the fans, you see all the boys. So yeah, I can imagine how that felt Saturday night for you. But yeah, just know, man, we're all proud of you for everything
Absolutely.
You're doing.
And you're on the road again. I don't think that it's going to compete with our shows here locally if we tell people some things you're doing, but you're going to be in Nashville coming up for a TV taping in a few weeks, or next week, or this week, or sometime soon.
That's right. I leave this Sunday, and I'll be there through next Thursday in Nashville. But real quick to piggyback on Wildcat, you know, I have to just say for the record that Wildcat is one of the few people that stayed in contact with me, and that, you know, really ever since I made the move to Los Angeles gave me a piece of home. You know, I don't expect everybody to reach out, and, you know, Kirk, obviously you're one of them, but Wildcat, it means the world to me that we stay in touch, you know. And I missed you on Saturday, but it's so great to see you today, and I just appreciate all the kind words, and I mean it. You and I have to wrestle for the NWA Television title at the NWF. What do you say?
I don't know. I might have to back down on that challenge. I don't want to be shown up by the Golden Boy.
Well, I don't know. I think you still got one more in the tank, and that would be a good one. So, Jordan, what's next? I mean, you've got the NWA TV tapings. People could see you on Fight TV, wrestling for them. You wrestle for all kinds of other places too. But you know, what's the takeaway? Do you think from a BoneKrushers graduate who has gone on to do big things? What do you want to tell people that maybe are interested in joining the school, or folks that don't really understand just what BoneKrushers is like?
Sure. I've had the opportunity to see and experience a lot of schools, especially in California, since I've left the Northern Wrestling Federation. And I said it before, but I can say it now without a shadow of a doubt that the NWF is the place to start. I wouldn't have been where I am today if it wasn't for the NWF. The things that you learn there, the intangibles, not just the professional wrestling, right? I mean, that's one aspect that Roger and the crew does extremely well, but the intangibles, how to hold yourself as a professional, how to act as a professional backstage, you know, the pride and the loyalty and the respect that you get out of BoneKrushers is not taught everywhere else. It's actually not taught really anywhere else. You know, I haven't been with an organization that does a professional wrestling etiquette class outside of the NWF, and it seems so small, especially coming from maybe a pair of eyes that haven't stepped into the ring. But let me tell you, in my opinion, that's the most important aspect of professional wrestling, is the first word, being a professional. It's first for a reason. Wrestling comes second, and the NWF teaches you just that.
Yeah, it's a great place to learn, and you learn the foundations, and who knows, you might go on to be one of the folks on this graphic, and you're on there. So, I was going to ask you about what your thoughts are coming up on this card this weekend. So, I don't know if you were able to hear Ella's comments earlier, but she is defending the women's title against 9 other ladies in a battle royal. I mean, can you imagine putting your title up for grabs? Not against 9 ladies, that might be, you might like that, but against 9 other guys in the battle royal, what would that be like? I mean, can you even imagine that?
No, I mean, you're not wrong. I wouldn't mind the alternative, but you know, as a wrestler, even a triple threat match can be detrimental to your championship, right? I mean, the more you divide the odds, the least it's in your favor, especially in the battle royal where you have no control. I mean, Ella could be eliminated first. You know what I mean? And so, or even in a triple threat circumstance, you could be the one that doesn't get pinned and still lose the championship, right? So there are a lot of things that go into that. And as a performer, it's imperative that you have a game plan, a backup plan, and another backup plan, because there's a million different ways that cookie could crumble. You know, so Ella has her work cut out for her.
Absolutely. Also signed already, we know, is going to be Beck Reeves defending his unified title against Adam Swayze. You were in the ring with both of them this week. You got to see Beck as your partner. You got to take on Adam. You've taken on Adam last time you were in town as well in a singles match. Anything Beck should pay attention to there, do you think?
Don't underestimate Adam. You know, he might come across as a cocky, arrogant, I have a couple more words, but I'll save them for the PG audience on the podcast. But, watch out for Adam, because he's got a killer instinct about him, and he has an intensity about him that when he gets in control, he likes to stay in control. So don't let the showboating fool you. You know, don't be goaded into everything that he's trying to present. Keep your focus and go after what counts.
I think the good news for Beck is that I don't think we're going to see Gideon Weinstein maybe ever again. He got taken out by Rex and was literally taken out on a stretcher, and I think maybe we're done with that guy. So that could be in Beck's favor this weekend. Kat, we got any more matches to announce for Ludlow this weekend?
Yeah, I got a couple more I want to throw at you. So the Tri-State Championship will be on the line when Swinger defends his title against the headliner, Sean Evans.
Ooh, what do you think about that one, Jordan?
Ooh, the thing about Sean Evans is he's been around at the NWF for quite some time, so I wouldn't underestimate him. Swinger might have a leg up, but at the end of the day, Sean's been around quite a bit, so I'm going to go with Sean Evans on that one.
Well, Swinger is very, very, very popular at any place that serves beer. but especially at Burkus Brewing in Ludlow. He is kind of the king of the place. So I don't know. I mean, Sean Evans is sure shady. We got to watch out for him, but you just don't know exactly what could happen there. What else you got, Kat?
All right, we got a big tag team match. I'm looking forward to this one. We have Joshua teaming up with James Cross. I'm going to have to stutter there for a second because of Jason Cross.
Yes.
I'm not just crazy, guys. It's just we did have somebody in the NWA named Jason Cross.
Very different. Very different from James Cross.
So James Cross and Joshua will be teaming up, and they will go against the NWF champion Star Rider and Andrew Reed.
Oh, that's a big one.
So that's a big one.
Oh, that is a big one. And I've been in the ring with all of those guys, right? And so, man, Josh is pretty good, but Star Rider is on a roll, man. You can't deny that. I mean, he's the face of the NWF at the moment, and so you got to go with Star Rider and Andrew Reed. He's the future. If Star Rider is the now, Andrew Reed's the future. So you're looking at a dynamic duo right there. You can't pass up on that team. They've got to win.
I think Star Rider has proven he's a fighting champ over and over and over again, and I'm kind of glad he's getting a break this week with the tag match.
Maybe so, yeah. Jordan, you haven't Star Rider since winning the title. He has really taken on everybody. So yeah, he's definitely defined the words defending champion, fighting. And
champion. He was fighting three people on Saturday. He had to compete with James Cross and Savannah and Bones, interfering liberally throughout that matchup. So Star Rider's, he's got it going on. So that's going to be a big, exciting night this Saturday. Again, tickets available at NWFWrestling.com. The doors open at 7. Bell time is 8 o'clock. It is our most fun venue. I don't know to demean any of our other venues, but the atmosphere at Ludlow is off the charts. So I would encourage everyone to get there and see that. Jordan, I just can't tell you how much we're so happy you're here. We wish you'd come back. If you want to come back, we got shows Ludlow this week. We're going to be at BoneKrushers on the 10th of December. And then we will be in Covington again right away on December 17th. And then we will, of course, have our annual Slam in the New Year event at BoneKrushers on New Year's Day in the afternoon. But that's a big, quick turnaround for Covington. Ludlow was a big turnaround, too. We were just there a couple weeks ago. So both. Fans, get out there and support the NWF this holiday season. It's a great, you can buy tickets for your fans and friends and family and give them a gift of the NWF. We'd be happy to sell you that for any of the shows already coming up or shows in the future. We can buy future tickets. If you want to give Roger Ruffin money, he will take it. So just check.
He will not turn that down.
Check with the front door.
He won't turn that down.
Yeah, or you can email us at the website. And
Jordan, that's one thing that has not changed. Roger Ruffin will always take the money.
Wildcat, I don't think that'll ever change, right?
So, Jordan, anything you want to tell the nice people that are listening before we head you out for the night?
Well, thank you guys for having me on the podcast. You know how much it means to me to always return home. And then I think the last thing I would like to end on is just, speaking of home, you just ran through a whole number of events, right? And there isn't an organization, heck, there isn't even, I would argue to say that the NWF provides the best entertainment for the best value on a consistent basis. And we're talking long-term storytelling here, characters that you can get behind, characters that you can hate. It's better than going to the movies because you can be loud and rowdy, right? So the NWF is where it's at, but it's where it's been for 27 years. It's where it's at today. And all of the new faces that I saw in the back, and as the Hall of Famers very well put, gives me hope that the NWF will never die, and so that's something to be said about the organization, especially Roger. You don't see that anywhere else in the country, and so I couldn't say enough great things about the NWF.
I don't think people understand just how rare it is for a wrestling promotion to last 2 years, let alone 27, and that's all Roger Ruffin. So yeah, we were celebrating that. We're going to celebrate it forever, but we'll celebrate it again this Saturday at Ludlow. Kat, any last minute thoughts before we sign off for the night?
Just thank you so much, Jordan, for being here. It means a lot when you not only come to the shows, but to be able to come to the podcast and talk to all the fans. And man, we just love having you, man, and can't wait to see what else you do.
Come out this Saturday for that 10 women battle royal. The title's on the line. Ludlow, NWFWrestling.com. We'll see you this Saturday.